Once upon a time, two retired teachers decided to convert their garage into a pottery studio. Along with their daughter and son, they built a business around the idea that the world could use a little more art and a lot more artists. We're the Kaya family. Welcome to Wocky Pots. Hi everybody, how you doing? How you been? How are things? Shane and Diana here at Wocky Pot Studio for coffee time number 90. Holy cow, we've been doing this a long time. What are we going to be talking about this week, Diana?
Well, we're going to start by talking about the fact that this past week was our 2-year anniversary being on YouTube.
Oh wow, so this is
Yes.
so we've been on YouTube for 2 years.
2 years. That's amazing
Wow.
to me.
That's
It
fantastic.
doesn't feel like it's been
We
2
we
years.
never thought we'd be making videos on
No,
YouTube. When we first
no.
started this, YouTube was maybe kind of a thing, but it has become a really important part of what we do here in the studio.
Yes, and one of the things that I would have liked to done that we didn't do on that day that was the official 2-year day is we should have watched that first video.
We should have, yep.
We got to do that this week. We've got to watch that first one just as a comparative thing of where were we and where are we now.
That's right. Yep.
I think it would be really eye-opening.
Yeah, for sure. We're way farther advanced than we were 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it is so nice sometimes to just see where you've
Where
how far
you started.
where you started, and how far you've come.
Yep.
So
Completely agree. Well, that's
but
awesome.
Yes,
2
so
years.
that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. But let's go ahead and start talking about some of the things that went on here in the studio last week. We had not much being made last week, and there is a big reason for that. We did put out a little video Saturday morning, I think, that kind of explained that. And that was the fact that we worked all week long on getting some things ready to be posted on Etsy.
Right, so we have our Etsy shop open and it is ready. And don't worry, there will be a link to that in the description below this video. And we don't have that many items on it, but wow, what a learning curve. We had lots of stuff to learn for that.
Yes, and it really did. It gives me a deeper appreciation for people who are putting their products and things that they make out for sale in an online market, because it really is time intensive.
Right, it certainly is.
It really is. But we did do that, and we did get it up and running on Saturday. So
And
that's
this
a great
was only
thing.
2 days ago, right? Day before yesterday is when we opened, and we've had 4 sales.
I am blown away. It's like, really? But I know it's thanks to many of you guys who do watch and keep up with us, and because otherwise I'm not sure that anybody would really find us, because there's so many potters out there on Etsy with so many beautiful, wonderful things.
Their things are fantastic.
And it's kind of hard to be found in this huge sea, you know.
Well, we're kind of counting on, you said 2 years for YouTube. We're kind of counting on you guys to check out our Etsy and tell us what you think of it. And if you find something you like, pick it up. It would be great.
Well, and I know many of you are not here in the United States, and we do only ship here in the United States.
For now, that's
now.
just the only option we have.
But maybe if you could go and like follow the shop or something. I don't know if that helps you get found or not. I don't know enough about it yet.
At any rate, it would be great if you could at least just look at the few pieces we have available. Now, our intention is to do a drop at the beginning of every month, and we'll see how that works. We may end up adding more things on before the end of November, but right now we have a rather small selection of things, and I think it looks great. So that took up a big part of last week's
Just about
effort.
the entire week. You did make a few things last week, and they're behind his shoulder.
Right, so there's a couple mugs back there, a couple
Yes.
of nice bowls. I say nice because I'm pretty happy with the size I got out of the bowls with just 2 pounds of clay.
Oh, they felt really nice in the hands. I thought you did a great job. Yeah.
So I'm getting better with this Iceman clay. We're using Kentucky Mudworks Iceman clay. and I'm getting better at throwing them thinner. It's requiring a little extra patience and a little extra time, but I'm definitely seeing an improvement in my ability to throw with it thinner on the wheel.
Yeah. And all of the stuff that you see on the table came out of the kiln.
Just today. In fact, just a couple hours ago. Mm-hmm.
And we will have a kiln unload video.
It might be up before this one, might not be.
Right, it could be reverse order. I'm not sure which order they're going to get done in. But this stuff came out of the kiln, and I love it.
It was a rather small kiln, and I was telling Diana, it seems like we don't get to show you guys enough of our finished stuff. So we really wanted to take the time to show you today the stuff that just came out today.
Yes. Well, one of the things, of course, and many of you have been wondering about the teapot, and here it is. The teapot, all finished, and
it looks fabulous.
The teacups that go with it. And I'm really excited because this teapot's being used.
In just a couple hours,
In just a couple of hours, yes. Less than a couple of hours now. I have my annual Fiber Friends tea party to go to.
And the way you'll use this is you will put the tea bags and hot water in the teapot and have it steep, or will you steep it?
I don't take care of the tea. Karen takes care of the tea.
Well, I'm sure it would be great no matter what.
I think she does the... I don't know. She has an electric teapot,
right?
Teapot. I think it gets fixed in there and it gets served in here.
Well,
I'm not positive.
I'm going to give you a recommendation. I would recommend not just pouring the hot tea in here and then serving it from that, because it will cool way too fast. So just put hot water in the teapot.
She usually, the previous one we use, she heats that up with hot water.
Then that would be just fine.
She knows her tea.
All right.
Type
well, awesome. I cannot wait to hear about your teapot and how it pours and all that other stuff.
Yes, I'm so excited. I hope everybody thinks it turned out.
Well, I think it turned out great. So I've already sanded it. It's nice and smooth bottomed, and the lid fits really well. I love that. So the teapot was a success, and that's out of the kiln and ready to go.
And I have a favorite on the table.
Okay, you asked me what my favorite was, but I don't think I asked what your favorite was. What's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is right here.
Oh, the little chip and dip. Yep.
I couldn't help it. I love it.
This glaze combo looks so wintry to us. It looks like a winter wonderland
and
kind of
the
thing.
little drips look like icicles, and I'm like, oh, this is fabulous. I think this is so pretty.
And you have a little whiskey cup with that, and I can imagine drinking this with a brandy or something like that. It would be fantastic.
Yeah, and look at this cute mug.
Nice mug.
This is a hand-built mug.
You did a great job on that. Are you sure?
No, it's not.
Okay, well, it's
not.
It's a great mug.
But is it my mug?
I think it is your mug. It's not my mug. I don't think it's my mug.
I don't know.
And sometimes I help you trim. I didn't trim that.
Okay, you check that out.
I did not trim that. I can tell you right now, I did not trim that. There's nothing wrong with the way you trimmed it, but I can tell by looking at it.
I must have thought at first it was hand built because I thought it was mine.
It is,
but it's mine.
It is
but
yours.
It's wheel thrown.
It's one of your wheel thrown. It's one of your wheel thrown ones that I would be proud to say I made if I could. But it's yours.
I'm getting better.
You're getting way better. That's a fantastic one. It's a great mug.
But yes, that color combo. To me, it's like my favorite. Maybe it's because I haven't done it in a super long time.
And also we're feeling wintry here. It's autumn, right? It's not winter yet. We got a long way to go before winter, but it is feeling wintry today. We may get our first frost of the season tonight, and the wind is whipping outside right now. It's about 35 degrees. The feel-like temperature is about 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just above freezing. I'm not sure what that would be in Celsius, but it's feeling very, very wintry outside for it only being autumn.
Yes. Alrighty, so what is your favorite? Because I know what your favorite is.
You already know what my favorite is.
Because I already know.
Yep. So we did a couple of things. I do love the Blue Surf pieces that came out.
Always.
Blue Surf is one of my favorites. And I have a special place in my heart for this particular cup because it was thrown off the hump along with our hump day pieces, which we'll get to in a minute. But this isn't my favorite piece out of the whole set. My favorite is this purple mug, and I love it. It turned out so great. It's just a little mug, but the glazes are fabulous. It's obsidian celadon with smoky merlot, and I love the purple in that. It's just
really
fabulous.
Is
and
beautiful.
I do have a set that goes with this. So there's a little bowl and another little whiskey cup kind of a thing. But it has been so long since we had a purple come out of the kiln that when I saw those colors, I was just thrilled with how they turned out.
Yeah,
I
definitely want to get some more things glazed in that combination, because I think there will be some folks who want to get the purples. It's purple isn't a huge seller, but there are a dedicated group of people out there who always come to the table looking for purple.
People who love the color purple really love the color purple.
Yes.
So we notice that they're enthusiastic usually about that stuff. And I like purple too. Purple's fantastic. It's just not a thing we've had on the table lately. So I was very glad to see that. And I guess if we're talking about the mugs, and I was talking about this cup that I did. I know it's a mug because it has a handle, so I call it a mug. That's our own internal studio nomenclature thing. But really, I think of this as more of a teacup, a large teacup is what that is. But we need to talk about the things that we threw off the hump on our hump day a couple of weeks ago. And that's what these little dishes
many
are.
cuties.
And some of them turned out really, really great. Yes. This seaweed glaze is fabulous on
by
this
itself.
Little condiment dish, and I love the drips and how it turned out. And that was a really great thing. Now, how many of these did we end up with altogether? I think it was 26, and then we have one of these with a slightly cracked bottom. This one has a tiny little crack on the bottom, so it's not going to make it to our market table. It's going to go into our house, and we'll use it.
Right.
But if my math is right, that must mean we have 25 of those
25 of the 30, is that right? No. I lost 2, you lost 2.
That takes us to 26.
Then there's the little mushroom dude that I didn't glaze.
You didn't glaze that one. So,
right, so that's 25.
And then
so there were
24
of these. And of those 24, one of them didn't make it
through
the
23.
glaze. It did make it through the glaze. And I mean...
It's a tiny inconsequential.
Oh my gosh, guys! I'm gonna put a picture because wait till you see this.
It's a tiny little
It is
crack.
not even the width of my pinky fingernail, but that's okay because we get to use it.
That might be something I might be able to fix with the Dremel if we wanted to. But man, it sure would be nice to have this guy in our house too. So maybe we'll just let it go in the house. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I did a lot of blue surf because we didn't have the glaze required for our Starry Shore combo, which that glaze will be coming in soon. Yeah. The next batch will be that.
I did, in fact, use a glaze I had bought in our last load that I had not yet had an opportunity, but I wanted to see how it was going to do so I could plan some mugs and things like that.
We'll show pictures of these at the end also.
Sorry for the clicky clank. But it's Sunbeam.
What manufacturer?
It's Amico.
Oh, Amico
It's
Sunbeam.
one of their Flux line. And so this was it with the seaweed on top of it. And I love the fact that the seaweed's sitting right here so you can see the difference when it got paired. Here we are with the smoky merlot.
I love that because purple and yellow just draw your attention.
Really nice. And then this one is Iron Luster, and it brought out
fabulous.
Pink and blue in that, along with the yellow.
Very, very nice. And we had
Almost
some
looks
other
like
little
a
ones,
sand
some
dollar
other
at the
little condiment dish kind of cup things too. We don't have them all in front of us, but they turned out really, really great.
Yeah, I think they did, and it's a nice variety of colors so that when we are at the Holly Market, there should be something for everybody that walks by that if they wanted something, they ought to be able to find a color that they like.
They turned out really great, and we're looking at your snowy owls over here.
Yes.
They came out of the kiln looking fabulous.
Yes, I like their eyes.
And then there's the pink sunrise set, a little plate with
now that is a hand-built mug.
And you rolled out the texture and then built the mug out of it, and that is. I wonder if anybody's going to argue with me that it's not hand built.
That makes me laugh so much that lady was determined that you were wrong.
Anyway, my apologies if the lady who said this is watching, because I don't mean anything mean by this.
No.
But there was a lady that came up to our table and said she had been doing pottery for 2 years, and she just knew the mug she picked up had to have been thrown on the wheel. When in fact Diana had hand built that mug. Diana has gotten really great at bellying out her hand built mugs, and it was of similar shape to this, although it didn't have the texture on the outside. And the lady was adamant that it was thrown on the wheel, which I think is hilarious that she was telling us how we made the mug.
I just think it's, but really, honestly, that makes me feel really good that something that I hand built could be mistaken for a thrown piece of pottery.
But it was one of those awesome things. I love the color and that it turned out really, really great. A couple more things on the table. One of our sponge holders here. Yeah. This is not one of our thrown off the hump condiment dishes. This was the last ditch effort of a mug rather, that I was making on the wheel that totally went sideways. But I decided at the last minute to try to save it into a condiment dish, and it's pretty. It's a pretty little condiment dish. It's certainly better than tossing it in the reclaim bucket. And then this rather large Blue Surf mug turned out fantastic. Absolutely love that. And the teacup that has the handle.
Going to that.
Yep, that has a handle that I actually hand pulled that. So that one is also. And then there's a little shot glass.
Which I think you're getting back to pulling your handle.
I think so. It takes a little bit more time, but I do like the look of a hand pull.
Well, and I also notice it feels absolutely perfect in the hand.
It does.
And I'm like,
it's got a good. It's got a good.
I can
grip
see why
to it.
you would want to.
One thing I want to talk about before we forget it is the plate over there on that stand.
Oh yes.
Because I love how this color turned out. Yes. It looks like an antique white. This is actually just the bare clay under a coat of clear glaze.
Now, my cousin Karen, hi Karen, she glazed this piece. And a lot of times with the ornaments, I will have her take deep sea and put on a piece and then wipe it back. And so that's what she did with the snowflake textures. She put the deep sea on, wiped it all back, and then she looked at it and she's like, I don't think it needs anything else.
And she was right.
She says, this looks really good. And she said, how about I just go ahead and put some clear coats over it? And so that's what she did, although she did have me do this band around because, as she said, you're really good at staying...
The detail.
Yes, that detail.
But I think it was a great call to not use any other glazes.
It looks grand.
It looks fantastic.
Really good. Great job, Karen.
Yep, and we'll show a closer picture of that if I haven't already by the time you hear that. But I wanted to talk about that. And then the other thing, is there any other pieces we need to talk about?
I don't think
Because we need to talk about our cups.
We do. That's what I was getting ready to say.
You may not have noticed we're using slightly different cups today.
It's our logo.
And it's our Wocky Pots logo, and mine has my name, and yours has your name. We had friends of ours come into the studio. Hello to Michelle and Paulette. It was good having you guys in the studio. They came in the studio and made a few things with us. They're back on the rack behind us drying right now. And they brought us these really awesome travel cups. I love them because they are cup holder size. And
it's going to fit perfect in my car.
Exactly. When we go traveling in the truck or the car, these will fit perfectly in those recesses. So thoughtful. Yep. Thank you all very much for this. They are absolutely fabulous. We'll show a closer picture of this too, because they just look great. We love them.
They do. They do. Okay. Let's see what else happened last week. Oh, our anniversary.
Not just our YouTube anniversary, our wedding anniversary. Now,
let's do a lot of things in November.
We do. November is a big thing for us. So it was November 9th, way back in 1917 when we first got hitched. No, it was actually 1991.
Yes.
And we've been married for 34 years. Now, how in the heck have you put up with me for that long? I have no idea.
For this very simple reason. You went to the grocery store yesterday on our anniversary, he went and got the groceries.
As I often do.
I was not at home. I was attending the alpaca festival with my friend Kim.
She did not come home with an alpaca.
Yes.
Thankfully.
So the fact that we can do different things on our anniversary, but while I was gone, I was thinking to myself, man, I should have told him to pick up some eggnog.
Eggnog is getting to be that season.
Yes. Right? Well, I looked in the refrigerator today. There's a carton of eggnog in
Because
there.
I was thinking the same thing that Diana was thinking. It's getting to be eggnog season. We don't drink a lot of it, but sometimes it's nice.
We put up with each other because we complete each other.
That's ain't that the truth? Holy cow! I wouldn't have half as many tangible thoughts as I do if it wasn't for you helping me
but
there.
that's the reason. And we actually are going to celebrate our anniversary on the 11th of November.
Right, and that's a whole nother joke of a story
Yes.
that I'll get into at some point. But I know that our anniversary is on the 9th, but we also have a reason for celebrating on the 11th because many years ago, my mom asked me what I was going to do tomorrow for our anniversary, and she asked me on November the 8th, and I said, tomorrow? Our anniversary is November 11th, Mom. And she said, no, Shane. It's the 11th, or it's the 9th. And I said, no, I was sure it was the 11th. And she corrected me, and she was right. So
it's been a standing joke ever since.
For the last 30-some years.
If we're not able to do something on the 9th, we just celebrate on the 11th.
And that's okay.
It's good. It's great. We get 2 days.
That's exactly right. Yep.
That way
so
you're
anyway,
bound to
that
celebrate.
was a big thing for us last week. Again, Michelle and Paulette came and did the pottery in the studio. What else did we do last week?
Oh, I got to tell you, although, when I went to that alpaca festival, I don't know if you've ever heard of this gentleman, but his name is Sam Barsky.
Sam Barsky.
I'm going to show a picture because we sat down to listen to him give this speech. This gentleman knits all these sweaters. I think he's up to 170 some sweaters of places that he's been, landmarks and things. He has no pattern.
He sculpts these
He just
individually with yarn, and yes, I know he's knitting.
Yes.
But the fact that he's not following a pattern and
Yes,
he's doing
no
it in
pattern.
his head as he goes
Yes,
along.
and he doesn't do it ahead of time. He doesn't plan it out or anything. It's just in his head.
He's sculpting
So,
or painting with yarn is a way to think of it.
Phenomenal. But I thoroughly enjoyed that yesterday. So I had to share that because just in case anybody wants to check that out because it's interesting. And I know some of the folks out there are fellow knitters too. Like Lainey, hi Lainey. I know you're a knitter. So anyway, maybe somebody that be interesting. So,
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So that was last week, which.
If we're talking about that, I re-dyed my leather motorcycle jacket. That was a big deal.
And you took a motorcycle ride.
I did take a motorcycle ride. Probably the last warm ride of the season.
Yes.
The next time I throw a leg over the bike, it's probably going to be cold.
Yes.
I'll ride anyway, but it'll
hopefully
be
you were thinking of Audrey because Audrey told me earlier in a message that she was done with the motorcycle for the year. She says it's too cold here now, because she's in Canada.
Right.
So
Yep.
yeah. So anyway, so I'm
So
glad you got to get out.
It was a busy week. Yeah. Now, what do we have coming up over the next couple of days?
Alrighty, well, we have many things going on right now, and we are still trying to get ready for the Holly Market. So we have a goal that every making day, our goal is to make 37 pieces.
Now, that sounds like a lot, but 37 pieces would be a lot if we're talking about bowls or mugs. But if we're also counting in ornaments and things like that, that's not an insane amount.
No, it's not. And not every day that we're here in the studio is a making day because some of those days end up being glazing days or maintenance days. But each day that is designated as a making day is going to be a 37-piece day.
And how many making days do we have between now and the Holly Market?
7.
7 making days. So we have 7 days to make pottery between now and the Holly Market.
And get it finished.
Because we already have a fair chunk. Like we have half of a full setup or better right now.
Right.
So I think we're going to be in good shape.
Yes, and we are going to be doing a partial glaze load this weekend, just because I want to get just a little bit more done. And the things that are behind me, I hope you can see them. I don't know.
They didn't fit in our last glaze
they
load.
didn't fit, and so we stopped as we reached the top and didn't glaze anymore. And I want to get those glazed and in by this Saturday, because the things that we do make this week, we need to have the kiln available to do a bisque load.
Yep.
So that's my hope. Pippi, our poodle, she has her vet exam, her yearly vet exam, so we've got to get her to that. I'm sure she's going to just ham it up. She gets down there and
shows off. She spins and does
her
little tricks and
all sorts of things. She
acts like a cute little puppy dog that everybody will love.
Yeah, yeah. She's working for the treat.
That's right. Yep.
So, but also, did you tell them when we talked about the Etsy that we had 4 sales?
Yes, so that's another thing. Tomorrow, probably, we'll get those packaged up and shipped out. Today is a holiday. The post office is closed. We wouldn't be able to...
Or is tomorrow the holiday? I'm confused.
At some point this week, there's a holiday.
Well, and our shipping is that we ship out on Wednesday, but I'd love to ship earlier. So
we'll see.
Yep.
So we'll get those packaged up, and anybody else, if we have another sale between now and then, we will get it all packaged. And that is the plan. The plan is for us to ship out Wednesdays every week when we have.
Right. And so that's probably going to be it for the week, because that will in itself will.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing. I'm looking forward to sitting down at the wheel and making some more things. Yeah. If I don't make raku pieces, we won't have any for the Holly Market.
Yes.
So
I'm making some snowman plates and some snowman mugs.
That would be fantastic. We talked about making snowman mugs with like a top hat topper for the top of it. Maybe we'll see. But I know
I just want some plain ones.
Plain snow. Well, that would be pretty. Something
like this.
Right.
With a snowman. And
I see a snowman on it. Because I'm talking about a mug that's shaped like a snowman. I have a rib that will give us a perfect shape profile of a snowman. So I might do that.
That would be good. That would be good. So, but I do want to do that. And I'm going to do, I can't decide whether to do a round plate or our regular lunch.
There's no real reason not to do both. I mean, you can do both.
I wonder. I don't know. Maybe the round would be interesting, because we don't do a lot of round plates. So maybe that would be different.
They take up a lot of space in the kiln. But no matter what we do, it's going to be fun. We're going to enjoy it, and it'll be great. Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I have to get ready for my tea party, and I did change. I was in my shirt that I was going to the tea party, but then I got cream cheese on it when I was making the cucumber sandwiches.
Making stuff.
so I've changed again.
Well, that's okay. While you're there, I'll probably sand the bottoms of these pieces, just so they're done, and then we can stop thinking about them.
Yes.
And then we'll get ready for the next load of pottery to make.
Yeah, I think so. We need a plate for that.
Okay, well, we certainly can make it. It's not like we don't have the glaze. We can do it.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's a great set. Maybe sugar and creamer set. Yeah, gotta make some of those.
Yes. Well, I do know somebody who has purple in their kitchen. I do.
Who?
It's Kathy that I worked with, one of her daughters.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll make some.
Because that's not a color you think of for a kitchen.
But it's pretty. Yep.
It is pretty.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we're about ready to.
We like purple anyway.
Yeah, we do like purple. I think we're about ready to wrap things up then, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't yet done it, please do hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. And let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Yes.
Okay, guys, toodaloo, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Take care. See you later. Have a fantastic day no matter where you're at. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.